I request all the dignitaries to occupy the dais. A smile is the universal welcome. With this, I invite Dr. A. George Maria Selvam, Chairman of ICMA 2023, for the welcome address.
Most Honorable Reverend Dr. Theophil Anand, Vice Principal, Sacred College. Most respected Professor Dr. M.S. Jagadish Kumar, Professor and Head, VIT Vellore, today's Chief Guest, and Professor will deliver keynote address immediately after this inaugural program. Dr. S. Sriram, Co-Convener, Head of the Department of Mathematics from Patrician College of Arts and Science, the collaborating institute of this international conference. Respected Professor Murali, Head of the Department of Mathematics, UG. Respected Professor Brito Anthony Xavier, Founder President, Om Society. Respected Professor Vasanta Kumar, Head of the Department PG, Shift 2. Respected Professor Savida, Head UG Shift 2. Convener of this international conference, Professor Ajay. Other organizing secretaries, professors from participating institution, research scholars, PG students from various colleges, and paper presenters, resource persons. Very good morning to all of you. It is with great pleasure and excitement that I welcome you all to this international conference, ICMA 2023. This gathering of brilliant minds and innovative ideas promises to be a significant event in the field of mathematics. Today, even though Reverend Dr. John Alexander, our rector and secretary, our principal, Reverend Dr. Maria Anthony Raj, are not with us because of the busy schedule they have today in the campus. I have the pleasure of welcoming rector and principal for this program. They are present here in spirit. And this is a conference organized by our department with their blessing and motivation. Reverend Dr. Theophil Anand, today Father is with us. We are grateful for his presence, and he is always motivating us and giving us a lot of ideas to move forward for the welfare and development of the department. I have great pleasure in welcoming Reverend Dr. Theophil Anand for this conference on behalf of everybody present here. Welcome, Father. Few words of introduction about Dr. Jagadish Kumar, because during the keynote address, the chairperson of the session will introduce him. At present, he is a professor and head of Department of Mathematics. Mathematics department consisting of 140 staff members. You can imagine how big is the department, vibrant, very active. And At national level, Department of Mathematics of VIT stands 11th position. The entire uh, country, the Mathematics Department of VIT stands at 11th position. And QS World University Ranking by subject, Mathematics Department occupies the position between 351 and 400 globally. And we are very happy to have a person heading such a department with quality as a resource person to deliver the keynote address and the chief guest for this international conference ICMA 23. He has got plenty of research experience, research fellow at Space Science Office, Bangalore, research fellow at Space Physics Laboratory, Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, Trivandrum, and his research interest includes heat and mass transfer in porous media, initial value problems, and also he is the life member of Indian Society for Theoretical and Applied Mechanics, run by IIT Kharagpur, and also life member Indian Meteorological Society, IMS, and life member of the organization ISTE. And at present, Professor is a Joint Secretary of Indian Society for Theoretical and Applied Mechanics. Dear Professor, while welcoming you for this program, for this conference, personally, I am thankful to you, grateful to you for the dialogue which took place a few months back at VIT campus for nearly 2 to 3 hours. And enthusiastically, he came forward to explain a lot of things to me for the development of our own department at Sacred Heart College. And also when I approached him through phone call, he said he is very happy to come over here to participate in the conference. And today we have Professor with us as a chief guest. Dear Professor, on behalf of everybody present here, I have the pleasure of welcoming you to this conference. It is a honor for me to welcome the conveners, Dr. Ajay and Professor Sriram from Chennai, and organizing secretaries, organizing team, Dr. Murali, head of the department UG Shift 1, Dr. Brito Anthony Xavier, chief editor of the journal, and founder secretary of OM Society, and the resource persons. We have 9 resource persons, 2 from abroad, Dr. Lamberto Rondani from Italy, Dr. Sandra Penelas from Portugal, Reverend Dr. Joseph Varghese from Christ University, Dr. Jones Das from Anna University, head of the department, Dr. Surapati Pramanik from West Bengal, Dr. Maria Joseph from St. Joseph's Trichy, Dr. Ravi Shankar and Dr. Jacinta. Dear professors, we are happy to welcome you for this conference, and you play a very major role in this conference as resource persons. And already we have few resource persons present here, and some of the professors, resource persons will be addressing the gathering through online mode. And this is one of the benefits we are having, the fruit of the Corona, having online programs, and it saves us time, and anywhere from the world, anywhere in the world, we can deliver a talk, we can listen to the talk. This is a wonderful thing which is happening for the last 3 years. As we all know, mathematics is the language of the universe, the foundation of scientific progress and technological advancements, and the driving force behind many of the modern world's most significant achievements. We are fortunate to have the opportunity to come together, share our ideas, research, discoveries, which will undoubtedly shape the future of our field. During this conference, we will explore various topics ranging from pure mathematics to applied mathematics. We will hear from renowned experts in the field who will share their insights and expertise, as well as young researchers who will present their groundbreaking work through the presentation of papers. And we are very happy to inform you that Professor Ajay tells us 153 abstracts we have received. And during this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon, we are going to hear the paper presentation of these young enthusiastic researchers. I am confident that this conference will foster productive discussions and collaborations that will lead to new discoveries and innovations. It is my hope that this event will not only be a platform for exchanging ideas, but also an opportunity to create lasting relationships with colleagues from around the world. Finally, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all the organizers and volunteers, team helping Professor Ajay and Professor Tanigachalam. And they have worked very hard. The technical term has worked very hard, and they have prepared the book of abstracts proceedings to be released today itself. And I welcome the entire team of organizers and technical experts who are assisting the conference. Thank you all for joining us today, and I wish you all the productive and enjoyable conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your warm words of welcome. Now it's time to honor the chief guest. I request Dr. S.U. Vasant Kumar, PG Head, Shift 2, to don a ponnadai to Reverend Dr. Theophil Anand, SDB, Vice Principal, Shift 1 of our college. Now I request Vice Principal Dr. Theophil Anand SDB to don a pannadai to our chief guest Dr. Jagdish Kumar MS, Head and Professor, Department of Mathematics, VIT, Vellore. Thank you, Father. The Sacred Heart family is the epitome of love and sharing. To share our joy, I invite Reverend Dr. Theophil Anand, SDB, Vice Principal, Shift 1 of our college, to felicitate the gathering.
Very respected and distinguished Dr. M.S. Jagadish Kumar, Head Professor, Department of Mathematics, VIT Vellore, the chief guest of this inaugural function. Respected Dr. A. George Maria Selvam, Head of the Department of PG Mathematics. Respected Dr. R. Murali, Head of the Department of UG Mathematics, Shift 1. Dr. Vasanta Kumar, Head of PG Shift 2. Mrs. Savida, Head UG Shift 2. Respected Dr. G. Brito Anthony Xavier, President of Academia for Advanced Research Mathematics Armed Society. The convener, Dr. D. Ajay, Sacred College. The co-conveners, Dr. Serkan, and who is belonging to HK University, Turkey, and Dr. Sriram, Head of Partition College of Arts and Science, Chennai. The organizing secretary is Dr. Anthony Arakasamy, Sacred College, Mr. Taniga Jalam, Sacred College, Dr. A. Santosh Kumar, Partition College of Arts and Science, who is here with us on the dais, will also felicitate during this inaugural function. Respected invited speakers, there are 7 of them, already mentioned by our HOD, beloved HOD, Dr. George Maria Selvam. Respected chairpersons of different sessions of the conference collaborators, Hasan Kalniok University, Turkey, Partition College of Arts and Science, Chennai, Armed Society, and faculty members of Sacred College, faculty members of other colleges and universities, industry members, research scholars, and my dear students. A very good morning to all of you. Good morning. And since it's on live, people must be watching. Okay, I know Sandra, one of the resource person from Portugal. She must be watching now, and she was here a few years back. I remember her mother and she was here. We had meals together, and we invited her to come about here often. And in fact, two of our members here, Dr. Brito and Father John Bogue, went over there, presented in the conference papers, as well as I had a lot of MOU with them. And she is part and parcel of, part of the journal, as well as the department, very active member. Thank you so much, Sandra, and all the others, okay, whom I do not know, and all the best. And at the outset, on behalf of the management, I extend my heartiest congratulations and felicitations to the PG and Research Department of Mathematics Sacred College for organizing this two-day international conference on mathematical sciences applications through hybrid mode. Shall we give them a round of applause for this beautiful venture? Thank you so much. Dear friends, words are not enough to express my sincere gratitude to the organizing team and the entire Department of Mathematics for envisaging such an event and procuring fund to organize such an event in the college. Any event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. Is it not true? And the wheels should have started rolling months in advance. Hence, I would like to take this moment to thank the entire team of faculty members and students involved in this international conference. Shall we give them a round of applause, especially for the organizing team headed by Dr. Ajay? Shall we? Yes, thank you. I want to thank all the invited speakers, the chairpersons of different sessions, for accepting to be part of this conference. It is not quite easy, okay? And to also to in a very low level, hybrid mode, it is not having a magnificent view, but then there is so much of knowledge, so much of work behind it. And I sincerely thank all the faculty members, research scholars, and students from other universities and colleges who will participate enthusiastically in this conference. May you have an enriching experience in the coming 2 days. That's my wish and prayer for you. I hear that the main focus of this conference is on the applications of mathematics in engineering and sciences. And I also heard yesterday from the convener that you have received 153 abstracts in total, about 102 online and 51 offline. That itself is something great. Shall we give them all a hand for such a beautiful initiative? And the participants spread across about 18 states in India. And I also hear there will be a special session on neutosophic, am I correct? Sets, okay, which describe the uncertainty and indeterminacy in any information. Okay, I think it's something connected with the fuzzy logic. Am I correct? Okay, and I'm really wonderstruck and that you inserted this into the seminar and the conference. And also you invited research findings in that too. That's something very noteworthy. And my sincere appreciation for that. Mathematics matters in everyday life, my dear friends. Okay, as a science faculty, as a physicist, I really believe the mother of all science is mathematics. Okay, Dr. Jagadish is here, he will vouch for it. And some of the applications of modern mathematics in the contemporary world are that it facilitates telecommunications, transport. Sir is also in the space research, okay, constructions, banking, internet, entertainments, graphics, and medical developments. Humans have applied mathematics to navigate satellites, analyze data, invent robotics, artificial intelligence right now, and so on. Mathematics, I believe, is a fundamental tool for computer application, without which there is no computer at all. And now IT is booming, and a lot of applications, the backbone is mathematics. So each application or software has many uses for mathematics. Today, in our generation, I believe, mathematics helps us to have better problem-solving skills. If you're able to solve problems in day-to-day life, it is because you've been trained in mathematics. I thought I could ask you some basic information connected to mathematics. Okay? Could any one of you tell me Who is the founder of mathematics? I don't have right now chocolates. Maybe you can claim it a little later. Anybody who is a father or founder of mathematics? Try. Based on the earliest contribution. Anybody? Is it a difficult question? Okay, come on. You have got a theorem also based on him, his name. Pythagoras, very good. Shall we give a hand? Very good. Pythagoras. Okay. Based on the earliest contribution, the father of mathematics is Pythagoras. I have studied that Pythagoras theorem in my 8th standard. Okay. And which country has the earliest, easiest mathematics? Which country has the easiest mathematics? Which country? There are so many countries in the world. Which country has got the easiest mathematics? That means the first country, the students performing their best in mathematics and science. Which is the best country that performing mathematics and science in the best way? Anybody? Okay, the students. It's a question for students. Anybody? It is. It is Singapore. Okay, Singapore, because it is the first country to have students performing their best in mathematics and science. At least this question you will be able to answer, I'm sure. This is the last question. Okay, I'm not going to try anymore. Which is the which is the country which is top in mathematics? Which is the country which is top in mathematics? Top-notch country. Anybody? Anybody? Come on. I think we must start with the basics, I think. No, it's all information. It's connected with mathematics and to instill in us some sort of learning for mathematics, interest for mathematics. Which is the country which is top in the world? Try. Please try. It's an Asian country. India, no. India is the 30th place. China, who said that? Okay, you get the prize. Okay, so he gets the prize. So shall we give him a hand? China is the first country, and next to that is USA, and then Russia, then South Korea, and Turkey, which is our joint venture today, the international conference. Turkey is 25th place, and India is a 30th place out of 120 countries. These things I culled out from the internet. Okay, I do not know myself. My dear boys and girls and dear faculty members, well, you have so much information which will help you to look forward to bettering yourself in many ways as mathematicians. I wish every one of you wonderful 2 days of learning experience. If time is money, then these 2 days you will spend millions of rupees. Okay? All the best of success on these 2 days. May God bless you. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Father. Now let me invite Dr. G. Brito Anthony Xavier, President, Armed Society, to brief us about the activities of Armed Society.
Most respected Reverend Father Dr. Theophil Anand, the most respected chief guest of our conference, Dr. Jagadish Kumar, head of the department BIT, the head of the department, Dr. George Maria Sulvam, the UG head, Dr. Murali, Dr. Vasantakumar, UG head, the convener of the conference, Dr. Ajay, and the organizing secretary of Patrician College, Santosh Kumar, faculty members, my dear research scholars, pleasant morning to one and all present here. I am very happy to brief about our professional academic body named as Academia for Advanced Research in Mathematics, in short form, Armed Society. It is a recognized forum having registered number SRG/Vellore/96/2019. Armed Society was launched on 7th February 2019 by Reverend Dr. Maria Andenraj, the principal, as its chairman, and Reverend Dr. C. Andenraj, the then secretary of our Sacred Heart College. The executive committees of this forum contains 16 eminent professors from various institutes of South India. This is a forum to bring all the mathematicians under one umbrella for collaboration and networking in the field of research and publications. In collaboration with the Armed Society, 6 national conferences have been conducted. The association has already 250 live members. Interested faculty members, research scholars can join this Armed Society. The objectives of Armed Society: teaching, learning, and research in mathematics, collaboration in promoting research, sponsoring and assisting conferences, networking for joint publications, guidance for applying projects, providing grants for publications, instituting fellowships, and free online publication. Another big milestone of the society is to come to forward to manage the online open access journal of the Department of Mathematics, Sacred Heart College, entitled Journal of Computational Mathematica. This journal has the ISSN number, DOE index, and the Google Citation Index. So far, we have released 7 volumes, and each volume of 2 issues. I request the participants of this ICMA 2023 to publish your articles in JCM. For free online publication in Journal of Computational Mathematica, kindly visit www.skgpub.in. For your kind information, that many research scholars and faculty members of VIT already joined in our Armed Society. So we are grateful to the Department of Mathematics of VIT. Thank you, Professor. So finally, I take this opportunity to thank Reverend Dr. Maria Andenraj, the principal, Reverend Dr. John Alex, the secretary, Reverend Dr. Theophil Anand, vice principal of Sacred Heart College, Dr. A. George Maria Selvam, the head of the departments, faculty members, executive committee members of Armed Society, and the editorial board members of Journal of Computational Mathematica for their continuous support and encouragement. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now let me invite Dr. D. Ajay, convener ICMA 2023, to take over to release the proceedings of ICMA 2023.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, respected professors, and my dear participants, a very pleasant morning to one and all. It's our pleasure to release the proceedings of the conference. As already been told, we have received 153 abstracts, which are papers for presentation in this particular conference, ICMA 2023. We have just condensed the abstracts of all the papers, and we are releasing it as the book of abstracts. So now I take pleasure in inviting our chief guest, Dr. Jagdish Kumar, Head and Professor, Department of Mathematics, VIT Vellore, to release the proceedings. Reverend Dr. Theophil Anand, the Vice Principal, Sacred Heart College, will receive the first copy. Please. I also invite the UG head HODs, Dr. R. Murali and Professor Savita, to receive the copies.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our chief guest, Dr. Jagdish Kumar, MS, Head and Professor, Department of Mathematics, VIT Vellore, to deliver his inaugural address and enlighten us about his research journey.
Respected Dr. Maria Anthony Raju, the principal of Sacred Heart College, in his absence. Respected Reverend Dr. Theophil Anand, Vice Principal, Sacred Heart College. Respected Dr. A. George Maria Selvam, the Chairman of ICMA and Head of the Department of Mathematics at Sacred Heart College. Dr. G. Brito, Anthony Xavier, President, AM Society. Dr. A. Ajay, Convener of ICMA 2023. Dr. S. Sriram, Head of the Department of Mathematics, PCAS, and co-convener of ICMA 2023. Mr. Tanika Jalam, Organizing Secretary, ICMA 2023. And all other dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, my dear faculty and participants and students. It's my great pleasure to come to Sacred Heart College for this conference and to stand in front of you to address you. I think that I just feel that it is a blessing. Maybe a couple of months before I met the head of the department and VIT, maybe that's the first time we had an interaction. We used to meet people, but first we got a chance to interact. In our discussion, a lot of things we discussed. And maybe within 2 months, now I am visiting the college. I am very frank that I was really happy to see the calmness of the campus. So quiet, calm, and of course, the Sacred Heart College has created a lot of graduates, and they are doing well. On the way to, of course, let me start with my department. Already sir has told about VIT, Department of Mathematics, VIT Vellore. When I joined in VIT in 2007, I am the 27th faculty there, 27th. We are allotted with a lot of courses. And up to that, the number of programs what we have organized is comparatively less. But we have constant meetings, and each meeting will ask, what is the thing we have to plan other than teaching? Of course, we have dynamic people there. We organized our first program in 2010. A lot of small programs we are organizing, but a big program we organized, that was Mathematica, training on Mathematica. So we brought people from Brazil. I went for a conference at Brazil. Then I spoke to the regional head of Mathematica, then told that why can't you make an Indian tour? So first time they made an Indian tour and came to VIT. You know, this is our first interaction with a different group. Always interaction defines us. It's not like, you see, how you do things, how you improve. You see someone doing things or learn from others. So that's the advantage of meeting people. Then further, we organize several conferences. Now you can see that daily some activities are going in the Department of Mathematics on daily basis. Invited lectures, industrial lectures. We have workshops, seminars, kind of thing like that. A lot of students from VIT sitting over here. So that is the kind of activity we do. Because of that, 4 years before, we are listed in QS subject ranking. Getting to that list is quite difficult. So first time we have listed 451 to 500. Then recently, day before yesterday, again the latest report came, we are in 351th rank. 351 rank. 351 to 400 rank. We are not thinking to, just thinking to improve it for another 50. No, we are going to identify what are the areas we are not performing and what are the things we can do. Definitely in this journey, we want people like you, all the students,
even all our collaborators, because it is a collective work. Though we are gaining, but still it is a collective work. So, and of course, you also get mutual support. Now, at present at VIT, we have 129 member faculties. Of course, it was 132 previously. I'm talking about our regular faculty. We have more than 50 junior faculties. So altogether, we have a very huge strength. We have 343 research scholars and more than 600 students. We are running 5 programs, including our PhD program. Then we have 4 other MSc programs. And happy to say that all these MSc students place well. Data science students, 100% placement, and average salary of 12 lakhs they are getting. And still we are not taking rest. We are thinking how we'll bring top leaders from industry and how to place this, because all your ranking and all your repute comes from the alumni. So same thing, as a student I'm talking to the students of Sacred Heart College, just try to get good placement, good repute, definitely to add to our alma mater. Of course, today morning when I'm traveling, a lot of thoughts come to my mind. Then I was asking, what is the best decision I have taken in my life? What is the best decision? Or what is the best thing happen in your life? Today is the birthday of my son. I got my son on the same day around 4:30 a.m. in the morning. Of course, I find difficulty to come. Then I thought anyway, first time sir was inviting, definitely I have to come. Of course, having a son, that is the best thing happen in your life. I was still moving ahead. Then I find that before, some 10 or 15 years before, my mother called me and told that you have to learn mathematics. That's what exactly happened. When I complete my 10th, he told that you have to learn mathematics. And she have her own justification. Of course, I was a meritorious student. I got admission. Getting admission was very, very difficult that time because number of colleges are very less. Particularly, you cannot move out from your locality. So we got admissions and all. But still, we are thinking, what kind of mathematics we are learning? You're always proving theorems and kind of thing like that. So always I was curious to understand something, to learn something like that. So let me tell, I'm really proud to take that decision to learn mathematics at this moment. I'll tell that is the best decision I made in my life. Because, if you are able to understand mathematics or you're good at mathematics, you can do a lot of things. And wait and see what is going to happen in the coming era. I got a couple of consultancy projects. I'm consultant to Renault and Nissan Technology Business Center, Chennai. There are 5,000 engineers working over there. So they come up with a problem because they identify that I am working in the same domain. There are engineers who can work on that, but still they don't want to waste their time, because if they want to have knowledge on the particular area, they have to invest at least 5 to 10 years. For that, they give consultancy projects. Then we have a good discussion. A lot of good things have happened. Then I was thinking because I'm searching for application of mathematics, I'm not finding that I can directly apply mathematics on industry or kind of thing like that. But when they came with a problem, I understood that we should communicate in a way that they understand. So I'm not talking any mathematics. They just describe their problem. Then I cannot solve all the things. Then I called my colleagues in other departments. Then they put an offer. This is the problem. We will give this many lakhs. Can you solve the problem? I said yes. Then we have continuous discussions and all. How to solve? Of course, we burned our midnight oil to solve this kind of things. Finally, we come with a solution. Then we propose to them. And still, even though we got fund, we are not sure that we will finish the problem at right time. Interacting with industry is not that easy, because they are very particular to get the product at the right time. So we are able to complete those things. And then later, Endres and Hauser, this is a multinational company, Endres plus Hauser, that's the company name. They are mostly for automation. So I didn't see any mathematics related to them. One day I was discussing with the chief executive officer of projects. He came to VIT. And I told that our faculty have a lot of exposure, experience, kind of thing like that. Then he told me, we have a lot of problems with us. Then he started explaining the problem. He explained the problem so elaborately that we didn't understand it's a mathematical problem. Then they invited me to Mumbai. They spent for that. 2 days I was there. Then they call all their engineers. You know, they are much qualified people with a lot of experience. They started describing their problem. So I was really surprised their approach. He was telling like, you are a mathematician. You can solve or you cannot solve the problem, but your experience is much for us. Your comment on the problem. And he was describing the problem. I'll just tell you what the problem is. You know, you know that containers, liquid containers for transporting liquids like milk, then oil kind of thing. When you transport milk, you have to measure it. When you measure, you are not just using some local measurement system. So they want to automate the system. Already an automation system is there, but that is not accurate. That's not accurate. A difference of 5%, 3% like that. But still they are doing, because this 5% they calibrate and they just come to some calculation. So this company want to develop some equipment which will give a correct measurement. The main problem is, during transportation, there will be wave formation. If the container is not full, waves will be there. Due to these waves, the air get trapped inside. And all the automatic measurement system get disturbed because of the bubbles, what is formed. So either you have to break the bubble, or you have to arrest the formation of bubble. So it became a fluid dynamics problem. Of course, we took this problem. We didn't get fund for this because, before signing those things, first we had to see that what we can do with this one. So we are doing in our simulation lab about all these things, how to arrest the formation, what should be the shape, all those things. Of course, I described the problem. Exact problem is much more deep. In our computation fluid dynamics laboratory, we are doing the pilot study of this one. What I want to say is, when you really interact with people, see, most of the time you see mathematicians. When I am coming from Vellore, the Department of Mathematics, I see all mathematicians or mechanical engineers there, only faculty members mostly. When I come here, I am seeing the same group. So you will only talk about theorems, that's all. Either Weierstrass theorem or Galois theorem or kind of thing. You can prove when you get a pen and paper like that. But the order has gone. I want to say that the order has gone. You have to search for application, and you have to find your own positions in the world of mathematics. Recently, I had an opportunity to interact with people from KU Leuven. KU Leuven is a university in Belgium. We have tie-up with KU Leuven. So the pro-vice chancellor of a program, they have program vice pro-chancellor. I got an opportunity to interact with them. Then I told, can I collaborate? My department can I collaborate with you? Then I told, it's quite difficult. Then I asked why. Because they told, we don't have a department of mathematics. Then I was really astonished what you are saying. I have seen that my student, one of my senior students, is studying for mathematical engineering. It is a PG program, mathematical engineering. You might have heard about engineering mathematics. But this is a program, mathematical engineering. Engineers are teaching, not mathematicians. So they are coming from, they are using the reverse engineering technology. What is reverse engineering? You open an instrument, see what is the mathematics inside, you will teach that mathematics. You just open your watch. So there are different digital watches and other mechanical watches are there. Lot of mathematics inside. It may be physics, but it works because of mathematics. You are learning all this Fourier series and Fourier transform, all these things. When you are searching for application, you can find application, but you don't understand those things. What is happening exactly is, you open your mobile, your watch, or any instrument, then just come to a finite product inside. Inside a watch, there are a lot of things, a lot of chips and other things, controlling things and all. So there, you can come to the minute mathematics inside. Then you learn, then you try to apply. Even if you are a theoretician, you can find application over there. It may be sometimes application of wavelets or a Fourier series or kind of thing. So you have to explore. I got a chance to visit China. I was in Neosoft Institute. Neosoft is a Microsoft of China, I can say. They have 3 institutes. I was offering some program for the some course for international program. I have only 3 or 4 hours of teaching load. I am teaching only one course, maximum 4 hours. I'm just staying nearby department. The department and classroom, sorry, my accommodation and classroom are only 150 meters. So what I'm doing most of the time, I was explore for industry. So I visited many industry that time. Then I understood industry is not like huge industries and all. They have some facility where they do some specific research, reverse engineering. That's what they do. Then they identify some product, then they manufacture in bulk. Unfortunately, this kind of things are not happening in our country. And we are searching for a job that is mostly teaching or some software kind of thing like that. Let me come to the point. I think I can take some 2 or 3 minutes. Now, what you call mathematics is not the mathematics you are going to practice tomorrow. Recently, there is a study. I was searching for those papers, but I didn't get that. One of the American university, they identified that 30% of the jobs, present jobs, will vanish another 5 years. 30% of the job will vanish in another 5 years. Please understand. You know, previously a lot of manual jobs you are doing. Now a lot of machines are there. In a similar fashion, in a similar way, a lot of jobs will vanish. Without knowing this one, if you learn the courses, you will be jobless, or you'll be breaking your head to learn more things, to equip with those things. So we should be proactive than reactive. Most of us are reactive. You just pass the course, you think that I got A grade, S grade, that is safe. Then you'll search for a job, you'll join for the job. You may or may not get a job. Even if you get a job, you know, you have to improve. In 90s, when I have my first postgraduate degree, I did not know programming. I learned programming, of course, only in pen and paper. I have a textbook. I learned that is basics and Fortran, that's all. But to see a computer, first time I saw a computer, I went to an inauguration of a private company. They bought their first desktop computer. The cost of that will be 1.75 lakhs. 1.75 lakhs. So you see that there was a big queue. Then I just for seeing, I was in the queue years before. Don't think that I am too old. But that time, no, computer, laptop was not there. So this is the thing. Then I came to, my MTech degree. There was a lab of 6 hours. And you had to code only in Fortran. It's a challenge, definitely. So we break our head to learn all these things. And now we are teaching MATLAB. We are teaching Python. In our Department of Mathematics, most of the courses we are offering. All the mathematics people learn all these things. They are not second to anyone. So please understand what is your drawback, or how you should equip. Just because of the mathematics what you practice, you cannot flourish. That is minimum. But to survive in the industry, you have to equip yourself. Let me tell a few more things. I told that 30% of the jobs, that is yet, that will vanish. That means 30% of the new jobs will come. New jobs will come. Can you guess what kind of job? In 1990s or 1980s or 85, someone say programmer. You may think that someone just arranging some program. No one knows who is a computer programmer or a software engineer. That terminology is not there. I remember the first, in Trivandrum, the first Technopark came. No one knows. They are thinking, what is that park? We are thinking it's just a park. In Technopark, all this kind of software engineer, so all the buildings and outsourcing software engineers are being recruited. All this concepts start from there. That's the first software engineering park in India. I remember like this. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. All Bangalore and Chennai, it came later. So that time, the chief executive officer wrote an article in a medium. He told that 50% of the job will be for the programmers. I was laughing at that, what he is telling. We didn't understand what he's speaking either. He told a lot of jobs will be created. You become a programmer. For that, you need mathematics and all. Now, everyone know what is happening like that. In our institution, 50% of the admission fees are computer science. Or rest of the placement also is mostly related to jobs pertaining to that. That's order. Now, this is the era of artificial intelligence. You know that you are using Google. I just finished my study when the Google was not there. It was the beginning of Google, you'll see. Google used PageRank. It started with the PageRank algorithm that is connected with the matrices and ranking kind of thing. Eigenvalues, eigenvectors, and kind of thing like that. Is it? Now, Google has discarded the same within another 6 months. How many of you know this one? Before that, we are using askgb.com. If you want to understand something, you have to write a mail to someone. They will reply for that. You have to wait for 24 hours. You don't have patience to do that. Then Google came with their search engine. It was so popular. Then up to this date, Google is number one. You know, recently Google has sacked many people because they understood they are not fast. Google is not fast. Someone came with an artificial intelligence algorithm for their search engine. It is very dangerous for them because they are simply searching for data. Here, data plus artificial intelligence. So the answers, the search results will be much more advanced. Definitely, Google started working on this one, but their existence is questioned now. So that is the order of the things. And let me conclude like this. I told you that 30% of the new job opportunities will be created. And what are the kind of jobs? You know about car mechanic. So there will be no machine cars in the coming years. I mean, cars with petrol engine or diesel engines. It will be electric cars only, no doubt. Only thing is battery technology has not developed to that extent because heat generation battery cannot be arrested. How to take the heat out, that research is going on. We are also part of that. We are trying because part of fluid dynamics. The moment someone come with a, complete technology on battery, throughout the world, it will go in that way. Then self-driving cars. In self-driving cars, an ordinary mechanic cannot repair. Then who will repair? I'm telling you that all the software engineers and data analysts, only you can repair a car. You become a white collar, it become a white collar job. You may laugh at me now, but wait and see after 5 years or 10 years. All car mechanic shops will be like hi-fi showrooms and all. Engineers are coming, software engineers, data analysts, mathematicians and all, like that. There are many things. In all the companies, you have human and you have robots. Now only you have human resource manager, but robot managers will be there. There will be someone to integrate this one because robots will work like a machine, but without human, you cannot do all these things. So you have to integrate all these things. So you need people who understand and integrate all these things. That kind of job will come. I can say umpteen number of jobs like this one. Another important thing is garbage designer. Garbage designer. Garbage, you see everywhere garbage accumulating. We don't know what to do. We simply fire it, that's all. Or we just extract and recycle it. But using these garbages, you can make beautiful products. So how to make it, which is really useful. So that kind of research are going on. So there are a lot, but the common thing is, in all these new jobs, mathematics is a common factor. Mathematics is a common factor. But you have to identify those things and you have to get into that one. If you are not doing, then you cannot place well. I want to say that you cannot place well or you cannot go with the pace. And all the inequality, all these things will go. Now, a lot of inequalities. You have PhD, but no two PhDs are getting the same salary. You have MSc, you scored S grade, but there is no guarantee that you will get the same job or a better paid job. So all these things will go because there will be getting right people. A lot of PhDs are there, a lot of people are there, but our expectation is quite different. We want people who can do consultancy. Kind request you. So how you gain all this knowledge? Not from textbook, only through interaction. Only through interaction. When I come here, I learned a lot of things from you. I have seen a lot of people. Even I can learn from a small kid. So I can learn from any of you. So you please interact. You go for conferences, meet people. You may spend 3, 4 days, but maybe that fruitful time may be 5 minutes. You enjoy the conference. It's not like you learn everything. You cannot understand the fluid dynamics, what I'm speaking with 5 minutes. What I have worked for 10, 15 years. You cannot understand so easily. But you go there, you spend money, go there, spend your time, enjoy. The spark will come at some moment. I have a lot of examples. The time is not sufficient to tell all those things. Lot of example, lot of growth, lot of things came by the interaction. So interact with people, talk with people, whoever it may be. They may be in higher cadre or something like that. You go and introduce. For that, you need clarity. Make clarity. Of course, this kind of conferences is a good platform for you. You know, the work, the effort to um, organize a conference is, we cannot measure it because we have organized several conferences. I appreciate all the organizers and all the people who work behind this one, and let this kind of conferences be a frequent thing at Sacred Heart College, and let it bring all the laurels to the institute. My best wishes for all of you. Thank you.
So, having listened to your talk, I'm sure every participant in this gathering has been benefited and motivated. Thank you, sir. Gratitude can transform common days into thanksgiving, turn routine's job into joy, and change ordinary opportunities into blessings. I invite Mr. Tanigachalam, Organizing Secretary, ICMA 2023, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning to one and all present here. It's my honor and a privilege to thank each and every one of you present here. First, I thank the Almighty God for His blessings. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. George Maria Selvam, Chairman ICMA 2023, for his guidance and support. I would like to thank Reverend Dr. Theophil Anand, Vice Principal, Shift 1, for his encouragement and meticulous support. I wish to thank Dr. G. Brito Anthony Xavier, President, Armed Society, for rendering his contribution and initializing the efforts in the Armed Society. I acknowledge my words of gratitude to Dr. Jagadish Kumar, Head Department of Mathematics, VIT Vellore, for his inaugural speech. I thank Dr. D. Ajay, convener of ICMA 2023, for shouldering me throughout this conference. I would like to thank Dr. S. Santosh Kumar, Organizing Secretary of ICMA, Department of Mathematics, Patrician College, for felicitating us. I thank all the faculty members and all the participants for your valuable presence and gracing this occasion. Thank you one and all.
Once again, thank you one and all. As you can see, we are 1 hour behind the schedule. Actual schedule is different. So it's not a problem. So we'll make a kind of adjustment with the schedule. Now we'll have a short tea break, just 10 minutes. You can have your tea here and just come back without delay. Then we will start with the keynote address, which is offline here. Then we will have a guest lecture by Professor Maria Joseph, who is also here. Parallelly, we will have online paper presentation sessions, which is scheduled at 12 o'clock. It will start as usual. So online paper presentation schedule will go as usual, as per the schedule, at 12 o'clock. Is it clear? Offline paper presentation schedule, kindly hold on. You come here for the offline session. After the offline talks, after the guest lecture by Professor Maria Joseph, we will have the offline presentation. Okay, only online sessions, paper presentation session, will go as usual, as per the schedule. Now we will have a short break and we will come back. Thank you.